Hi everyone, it's me, Joel Garcia. Back in 2009, when my high school class and I were about to graduate, they told me, since I was an expert at producing videos, to produce a slideshow for them. I said sure. Then they told me, here are the songs we want you to play, which included Green Day's Time of Your Life and Vitamin C's Graduation. I politely said no. We had an argument. We all fought about them because simply I hated those songs. Not in the form of, oh, these are the worst songs I ever listened to, but in the form of, I hear them every year. So we had a little bit of some negotiation, in which I gave them alternatives. Alternatives which you can see on another video here on YouTube, which is simply called Seniors 2009 Slideshow. That one features one of the 3 songs we played. The other 2 were unable to be played on YouTube, but you'll see them in the comments. So I told them, we're going to play these 3 songs, and we're going to play the 2 songs you want, Graduation and Good Riddance Time of Your Life, on the 3rd video. We produced in the end 2 videos for them, for the slideshow, for the graduation. The first video was simply the senior slideshow itself, in which I played 3 songs in it, and featured just about everything from the senior class that I've either given to or had. The second video was simply that of a birthday video for my best friend, in which we celebrated his birthday, since it also fell on the same day. But there was a 3rd video. The 3rd video was originally intended to be the replacement, simply being, this was the video where we're going to feature Graduation from Vitamin C and Green Day's Good Riddance Time of Your Life. And everyone said fine. So, we did that way. As for the slideshow itself, we fought several times on what songs to play because I honestly did want to play David Cook's Time of My Life, a song which I listened to the year before, and a song called United States Pop 2009 from DJ Earworm. People thought I honestly made the song myself. I'm not that clever. But yeah, it was a fight between those 2 songs and another song. It was between a Sum 41 song, which I think was called I Don't Want This Moment to Ever End, and another song. And I will admit, I made 10 copies of the same movie because we couldn't agree on which song would be the last one. Because we already decided it's going to be 10 minutes, we don't have that much time to do it. To present it, because we were on a tight schedule. So we decided on the songs. The 3rd video was, well, harder to make. As you can see from these rarely seen clips and photos, you'll see that the original intent was simply have music over, well, empty rooms, empty classrooms. The idea being, this would be life after seniors. The idea simply was that this is what happens when we are gone. And as you can see, someone walked by there because he wouldn't let me leave me alone. Because simply the thing was, I asked nicely and told teachers, I'm going to make a video for the graduation, which simply shows the classrooms being empty. The idea being, this is what happens when we go, when our generation leaves. And as you can see, these are simply photos from several places. This, as you can see, was a picture of my former sponsor, Mr. Robinson, who is now in another place in Michigan instead of the classical mission school. This is another shot of the place. But anyways, that was the idea. The idea was simply make a 3rd video in which I could simply put these 2 songs and make sure that they're not on the slideshow. And the idea was simple and easy and I considered original, simply being showing an empty classrooms, empty places, empty everything. So as you can see, there's just simply some photos there of the empty classrooms and all. And as you'll see in a few seconds, an empty corridor. And yeah, that was it. The idea was to simply show empty rooms. I got permission from everybody, and it all went well. People liked the idea. People were fine with it. You can see there's the empty corridor he's mentioned. So, why did it never get finished? Well, there's a good reason for that. But here you can see the empty library, which, again, great shot. The reason the video was never finished was, well, I'm sorry to say this, but it was all because of an accident. And now this would have shown at the end of the video, just simply being this nice image of a cow, since it was our logo for the shirts, created by one of my friends, Teresa Tapia, in which we just sort of simply presented it at the end. I didn't finish this video. This is what you're seeing here is straight out of my folder and just put in. With the exception of the beginning, everything you're seeing here is in this raw format. Everything here is not been edited. The only thing you've seen edited is the first few videos. But anyways, this is what it would have been. Just simply being empty classrooms, all empty. Now, the reason this video was never finished was simply because it was an accident. Here's what happened. Prior to the incident, two of my friends were just goofily playing around. And what happened was, well, another thing led to another, and I was inside the classroom, and another friend of mine, Yesenia, wanted to see a video of them playing around, which I filmed. And what happened was, well, when we were watching it, they were still goofing around, and the next thing I knew, they came they came pushing me, causing me to drop the camera. So that's what happened. And in the end, what then happened was this.
Stop doing
That was the last thing that I recorded from my camera, and there's another video you might have seen that I uploaded a few years ago, which was, quote, the last video. After I shot that video, what then happened was, well, Yesenia wanted to see the video, and I said, okay, here you go. We were looking at the camera when all of a sudden, the two of them just were still goofing around like that, and they pushed me, and I dropped the camera. And what happened was, well, after the camera broke, I couldn't do any more shooting, because that was the only camera my family had available. We didn't have anything else available at the time. The only other camera we had was one where it needed to recharge a battery it couldn't charge. So after that, the video got canceled. So I compromised with my friends, and in the end, we swapped out the Sum 41 song for the Green Day Good Riddance Time for Your Life song. So in the original video, not the one that's seen on YouTube right now, the video ended with Green Day's Good Riddance Time for Your Life. And that's what happened. So, do I blame them for breaking my camera? Well, not anymore, because back then I was pissed. I will admit, and they will tell you, that I was honestly angry at them and honestly wanted them to pay for it. I wanted them to give me money so I can either buy a new camera or just simply replace it, because there was no way that was getting fixed. The camera was broken. It was unable to play. In fact, after I went back to my house and told my dad about it. We tried turning it on, and it did turn on, but it said error code something, and it wouldn't get out. It wouldn't zoom in, it wouldn't zoom out, it wouldn't do anything. The memory card was fine, which is how I finished the slideshow, and how I got all these videos out, but that was it. The video just was unfinished. The class of 2010, the one right after us, said, we're interested in doing this, and they never followed up. They said we could use this video, but they never followed up on anything. After that one conversation, or just like that one saying, like, I had this video, I never finished, and I said, oh, we could use that, they never followed up at all. Probably because they wanted to do their own thing. So anyways, I then offered it to my brother, who in 2011 graduated. They said no. But anyways, it was just simply that of, well, who do you blame for this? Like, is it my fault because I was showing it to somebody while not looking? Was it my friend's fault who were goofing around? Well, I don't want to play the blame game anymore. It's been 3 years. I have a different camera, which I rarely use because I have an iPod which records HD. So, I'm not angry anymore. Frankly, it's in the past. But anyways, that's it. That was what you just saw was simply the last things that I ever shot and ever filmed and took photos of in my old HP camera. The camera which I did use throughout the entire senior year and as well as the sophomore and junior years. So, thanks very much for watching. I'm Joel Garcia, signing out.